What's up, guys? This is Stu with another StuView for Geekly Goods. This week, it is The Lighthouse, starring Willem Dafoe, Robert Pattinson, filmed by Robert Eggers. Guys, we're gonna get into this. It's a little weird, it's a little wacky, so stick with me. No spoilers ahead, but a lot of good stuff. So let's dive right in. First of all, it's a crazy movie. I just have to start this off just from the get-go. And kind of it's not a warning per se, but just a heads up. This is not like your normal narrative movie. This is an art house film with some A-list actors and a fantastic director. Now that's not putting it down. I don't want to tell you that this isn't a good movie or it's not going to be something you can understand or anything like that. But you need to go into it prepared to not have a normal narrative structure and storyline and all that sort of stuff. So I just want to get that out of the way from the top so nobody's coming in here yeah, but what's the twist at the end? No, it's not like that. No. So let's get into the goods, because there are a lot of them. First of all, Robert Eggers. This guy can direct a movie. I mean, this is art and film at its honestly one of the highest caliber and qualities this year. First of all, he chose to shoot in black and white, which is a fantastic choice for this. It's basically two guys in a lighthouse, and things get a little weird after that. I'm not giving away a spoiler there. You can tell it from the trailers. So basically what David Eggers has done here is taken two fantastic actors, given them great characters and roles, and put them in a claustrophobic, weird setting together that is pretty intense. So first of all, great job by the director. Secondly, the cinematographer is bonkers good. Oh man, this is a beautiful movie to look at. The use of light, dark, shadows, everything like that, it's masterful. I have to say, this is one of those movies that you're gonna walk away from. Well, first of all, you're gonna be like, what the heck did I just watch? But you're also gonna walk away and be like, wow, there were some really beautiful shots and scenes and moments. So, director's great, cinematographer is great, but what about the actors? These are two guys, well, one's really well known for crushing every role he's ever been in, from Boondock Saints to Spider-Man to, the Vincent Van Gogh movie we just had a year ago, everything. He does not disappoint. Essentially, Willem Dafoe is a salty sea dog. He's, a lighthouse keeper, and he's got the character down. He's definitely doing this, he's right in here the whole time, and it's great. There's a little bit of humor in him, but it's not intentional, and this isn't a comedy, but there's a couple moments where you can't help but giggle and laugh a little bit, and it's fantastic. Now, if he is a little bit more crazy and effusive actor, Robert Pattinson is the straight man. And he is, guys, this is, it's the best thing he's ever done. And if someone told me this is the best thing that he'll ever do, it's a great place to be. He is stern, quiet, but so much emotion, and just his eyes convey so much that you really can't help but get engrossed in his character without him even saying more than 10 words. And on a side note, a little tangent, because we all know I'm a huge nerd and I love Batman, the entire time is essentially for me a scout of how Robert Pattinson is going to play Batman. And if you had any doubts about him, watch this movie and you will immediately know he is the right choice. He is scary, intimidating, large on camera, his presence is huge and says so much without actually saying anything. So he's one of those guys that is really sneaking through the cracks here. It's fantastic. All in all, this is an Oscar movie, just hands down. The only question is how many nominations is it going to get, and beyond that, how many wins. I could see it sweeping. I could also see it getting none. It's a pretty divisive film. It's not going to be for everybody. And honestly, like, you're going to walk out with a really weird feeling. It's the exact opposite of a Marvel movie. Like, when you walk out of the Marvel movie, you're feeling great, you're hyped up. Not here. In a Marvel movie, there's colors, there's CGI, so much happening. Not here. In a Marvel movie, there's a huge cast of characters, a bunch of slapstick jokes, funny action things. Not here. Guys, this is a small, subtle, artful, well-crafted, beautiful film. And I do use the word film intentionally. This is art, and it should be treated as such. That being said, I definitely recommend go seeing this. Support these kinds of artistic movies. It's a great kind of way to round out your film palette, if you will. I get to be a little film nerdy here. And honestly, it's just a fantastically made movie. And I guarantee people will be using this as an inspiration for years to come. This is going to inspire shots, scenes, looks, the whole 9 yards. Now let's get down to brass tacks. Out of 10, I really went back and forth on this. This was hard. This is really hard to grade. Because on the one hand, you walk out of this movie and it's not Marvel. You don't feel amazing and uplifted and like, wow, that's such a cool... You come out being a little confused, a little hesitant, not sure what you just watched. So when I first got out of it, I was like, is this a 5 out of 10? Or is this a 9 out of 10? And guess what? It's a 9 out of 10. This is one of those movies that, while it might not be strictly enjoyable in a comic book popcorn sense, it's important, it's gorgeous, it's beautiful. This is a classic that people in film school are going to study for years to come. So I definitely recommend watching this. This is like your greens and your vegetables, where Marvel is your ice cream or your hamburger or something like that. You need the complete diet, and this is what this movie is going to give you. Definitely go see it. You gotta support these movies. So, like, to recap, it's awesome. Go see it. It's fantastic art. A huge shout out to A24, first of all, for supporting these kinds of movies, because you don't see this very often. Disney's kind of taking over and making these box office smashes, which is great and fun, but to have this as well, it's a nice balance. It's really good. Also, a huge shout out to Allied Denver and Allied in general. Hooked up a great screening. It was really fun. Always a good time with those guys. But anyway, 9 out of 10. Go see this movie. Support independent movies like this, guys. That's been another StuView. Catch you next time. Make sure to like, subscribe. Like, subscribe. I'm not sure which side. I never know which side. But like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. Do the whole 9 yards, man. We'll see you guys next time on Geekly Goods. That's been a StuView.
Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow Geekly Goods on all social media platforms, and grab something from our store. We take $1 of every purchase and donate it to arts education to keep arts in the classrooms. We'll see you next time.